Welcome. So how's everybody? Everybody okay? So I got a little... So is infidelity or cheating alive and well in marriages? Yeah, I would say it is, right? I mean, out of 100 marriages, how many percentage do you think where one of them or both of them have been, cheated? They cheated on their partner. Out of 100 marriages, over time, I reckon probably be about 70%, wouldn't you say? I mean, even these marriages years ago, when they married for life, don't tell me they were true blue, right? I mean, I can't even imagine being married to one person, sleeping with one person for over 10 to 15 years and just having sex with one person for just 10 to 15 years straight. It's pretty hard to think to do that. And there are some people that probably do. But I don't think there's that many, really. But I've got a story for you anyway. And it's not a story, as you know, it's true. And we'll call this person, this guy who was married, I think he was married about 2-3 years. We'll call this guy Mr. X. Because it makes it exciting, doesn't it? Ooh, Mr. X. Anyway, so he's married and he's still got his, his drinking buddies that he goes drinking with on Friday nights. And his wife's still got her, her friends that she used to go out with and that. And she sees them, during the week sometimes. Most times actually during the week. And it's no problem. They're getting on fine. Seems everything. No children, They're planning to have children maybe later on. And, so... yeah, he goes out with his, mates Friday night, gets a bit drunk, comes home and he's, he's a bit of a stupor, but no problem. And Wednesday nights, I think it was Wednesday, he said, that when she went out, she gave him a kiss on the cheek, says goodbye, says she loves him and all that, goes out. She comes back sometimes a bit later sometimes, and if he's up, she'll kiss him and asked him how his evening was, and he asked her how her evening was, and she'd say, well, we did this and we did that, and, nothing exciting really. And that was that. No problem. So, yeah, that was going on for quite some time. And then one time his friend phoned him up and said, can you meet you with him? And it wasn't a Friday night or anything. So he said, yeah, all right. What's the problem? He said, I just got to talk to you about something. So anyway, he went and saw his friend, and his friend said that he saw his wife go into a block of apartment block and saw a guy come down, and she walked upstairs with this guy, and they went into this, room up there, apartment. And just thought he should know about it. So he said, where was this? The husband asked where was it, and when was it? And it coincided with the night she went out with the girls. So he said to his friend, thank you very much, and he just, didn't tell his wife or nothing, didn't say anything. And then when she was going out with the girls, it was Wednesday night, she gave him a kiss on the cheek and said, we just won't be too late. And then off she went. And he jumped in his car, and he drove round a different way to the place that the guide said they were at, and watched. And she pulled up. He got there before she did. And she pulled up there and buzzed the buzzer at the apartment block, and the guy came down. They kissed, and she went upstairs. And they went in the door, and that was it. And the husband waited there all the time until she came back out. I don't know how long it was, maybe 4 hours, 3-4 hours, something like that, he said. Anyway, so he saw her come out, and he got in his car. Well, he started his car up and he drove real fast home. He went the straight way this time. And he got in, turned the TV on, sat in a chair, as if he'd been there all night. So she comes in, no problem, straight-faced, kisses him, says, how was his evening? And he said, oh, you know, just watching TV. And he asked her how her evening was, and she said, oh, the girls were a bit funny tonight, you know, a bit, you know, whatever. So then he confronted her about, you know, her cheating on him. And she denied it 100%. Until he said where she'd gone, how long she stayed there, and what time she came out. Well, then she knew her goose was cooked, right? She didn't cry. She didn't even say sorry. And you know what she did? She blamed him for it, because he hadn't been paying enough attention to her, or they weren't having sex as regular as they used to. So it was his fault, apparently. Can you believe that? It was his fault she was cheating on him. But that's women for you, see, guys. They will not take responsibility for their actions, right? It's never their fault. It's always somebody else's, and it's usually the man's, right? So I just wanted you to know that. And the thing is that there was a saying that we used to have, and it was, if your wife is screwing around on you, or your girlfriend's screwing around on you, you will be the last one to know about it. It's about right, really. Because women are very good at cheating, because they can do it without any feelings. They have no guilt, right? Whereas men give themselves away a little bit because they get guilty and they slip up. They're not as clever at it. And of course it's easier for a woman. She's just got to flash her eyelids at somebody and that's it, they're in bed. But the man has to work a bit harder at it. But yeah, just to let you know about that story. And by the way, they got divorced, of course. And even though she cheated on him and everything, she still wanted to get a certain amount of money, a certain amount of property, a certain amount of... That's just amazing, really. But he's seen another girl now, and he's not trusting them as well as he used to, that's all. He's just keeping his whatever. But you got to ask yourself, you know, how many times has this happened in a marriage? And the woman is so cold and guiltless that she can do it without any problems, and maybe never find out. If his friend hadn't seen her, they would still be doing it now, wouldn't they? So that's what you got to ask yourself, you know. So don't trust a woman too far, for sure, because they can do it, you know, stone-faced, and that's the problem. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys out there. Does that make you feel more comfortable in being around a woman? See ya.